Hello and welcome to The Buzz. I am Tom Behmer. I'm talking football, and I'm sliding to my right. To my right. Why am I sliding to my right? Because I'm doing the playoff dance. You slide to your right, slide to your left, step to the front, and then say, I'm the best. That's what the teams are going to try and do this month. Starting in Class A with Norfolk High, the Panthers will host Millard South in a first-round game Friday at Memorial Field. Veterans Memorial Park, technically. We've got several other playoff qualifiers as 27 total area teams qualified, starting in Class C1 with Norfolk Catholic. And if Catholic plays as well as they did in a 42-14 win over Boone Central Newman Grove last Thursday, they are going to be very difficult to beat. Catholic up front defensively and offensively was pretty much unstoppable. They got out to a 35-0 lead. That means they had a running clock going on the defending Class C1 state champion, a team that I actually feel is the dark horse in this year's Class C1 bracket. That's why the Knights will be your Class C1 champion, beating Columbus SCOTUS in the championship game. The dark horse in that class, Boone Central Newman Grove, will probably meet SCOTUS in a semifinal matchup, which could lead to a Boone Central Newman Grove Norfolk Catholic championship game, possibly. In Class C2, Battle Creek probably not as heavy a favorite as Norfolk Catholic, but the Braves are one of the favorites, and we love the Braves here at the Norfolk Daily News. What's not to love? A 9-0 regular season. They seem to have been untested throughout the year. Their closest game was the first game of the year in Stanton, and if you look at the way the bracket shakes down, they'll probably meet Oakland Craig in a rematch in the semifinals, which would lead to a championship game against either Aquinas or Hastings St. Cecilia in all likelihood. Battle Creek got the better draw on their side of the bracket with the number 1 seed. A team that didn't even make it to the Class C2 state playoffs this year is Stanton. And that's probably not good, because the Mustangs were 7-2, deserved a playoff spot. The way things shook down, they're on the outside looking in. In Class D1, there are several area teams. In fact, 10 area teams make up the 32-team Class D1 bracket. And I'd have to say that Guardian Angels Central Catholic and Creighton might be the best 2 teams in that bracket. And it's very likely, very possible that they'll meet in the semifinals. The east side of this bracket is loaded. You have defending champion Bruning Davenport Shickley, Guardian Angels Central Catholic, Creighton. It's just going to be very difficult to get out of that side. Guardian Angels Central Catholic and BDS last year met in a very memorable semifinal contest. It went down to the very last play in very frigid weather. They could meet in the quarterfinals. Guardian Angels Central Catholic actually could have BDS in the quarterfinals, Creighton in the semifinals, and then who knows, maybe Amherst in the finals. That would be quite a run. Whoever comes out of the East bracket in Class D1 is going to earn a state championship. And in Class D2, Chambers Wheeler Central has to be the odds-on favorite to win a state championship. 8-0, they've played several very good teams, Humphrey St. Francis, Randolph, Osmond, untested. Their closest game of the year was a 28-6 win over Humphrey St. Francis. Humphrey St. Francis is the number 1 seed on the East bracket. Chambers Wheeler Central, the number 1 seed in the West bracket. Humphrey St. Francis will probably have to go through Falls City Sacred Heart in order to get to the final. I think they're going to do that this year because in all likelihood, that would be a home game for the Flyers playing in Humphrey on the new turf as compared to going down to Jug Brown Stadium in Falls City. Quite a drive on their synthetic turf is a big advantage for the Flyers. For Chambers Wheeler Central, being in the West bracket is a big advantage for them. They should, barring injury, get through their relatively easy. Look for a championship game, a rematch between Chambers Wheeler Central and Humphrey St. Francis. But watch out for Randolph. The Cardinals are playing really good defense lately, as they showed in holding a very powerful Osmond team to 6 points in their season finale. If Randolph can get past Humphrey St. Francis or Falls City Sacred Heart before that, I got to look at my bracket because I'm silly. If Randolph can get past Falls City Sacred Heart, look out for the Cardinals. They could be a dark horse into the championship game. But the words that I say mean nothing until football is played. Football begins being played Thursday in classes D1 and D2 and Friday in classes A, C1, and C2. We will figure out who's going to be playing for a state championship when the year ends, but not until after we've played several rounds and I've ripped up this entire piece of paper and thrown it in the air like confetti to celebrate the championship that I've just won in my heart for being the best paper thrower in the world. Now I have a mess to clean. Oh yeah, and I'm Tom Behmer for The Buzz.